Hey everyone, Nick Griot, Griot's Garage, and today I have the distinct pleasure of talking to you about this beautiful 914 Porsche that I have in front of me here. This car is, in essence, everything that is good about Porsche. It is probably the closest you could come to the concept of a modern day Cayman in an early 70s package. And the gentleman who did this project took no shortcuts in making this car absolutely spectacular. As you can see, almost every body panel has been touched, the engine has been upgraded and swapped, the interior has been redone, and this car started as a 4-cylinder 914, a pretty plain Jane, economical Porsche. However, when the previous owner purchased it, somebody had already swapped a 2-liter 6-cylinder into it, but that was not nearly enough for him, and he proceeded to touch every part of this car. So a couple of the first things you'll notice is the height and width of this car. Now, 2 inches of height were removed from it, and that does not account for the lowered ride height. And then 2 inches of width were added to the sides. Now you can really see that in the exaggerated fender wells, which contribute to the width and the stance of this car. So that was a laborious process. There were handmade parts to accompany it on the front valance, which now houses the headlights, which have been removed from the hood, which is a really nice aesthetic touch. They still remain highly functional too. We don't have any windshield wipers, but with a little bit of Griot's Garage glass sealant and high speeds, which this car is capable of, you'll never need them anyway. The roof is now a steel panel that is permanently affixed as opposed to the fiberglass target. What that does is it contributes to some chassis rigidity, which you can definitely feel. That is also complemented by a roll bar and very big sway bars, 15mm sway bars throughout the car. Now, I already mentioned the width of the car. We have 16x7 Fuchs replica wheels and 16x11 Fuchs in back, 225 tires, 265s in back. So tons of grip, tons of width to complement what we now know is a very, very high output motor. Is a 3.2 liter 911 motor out of a 930 that was rebuilt in the Portland, Oregon area. Now, that 4-cylinder 914 started with about 90 horsepower. Granted, this car weighed 2,000 pounds, so that could still move the car pretty comfortably, and these things have always been known for their handling. However, this motor, in its current iteration, makes about 240 horsepower at the crank, which translates to about 200 at the rear wheels. With that mid-mounted placement and the width and all the modern suspension components, this car rips and it handles great as well. So it is pure Porsche in its air-cooled glory. So you've got that raspiness that you're lacking in that modern day Cayman, but you've got comparable performance. 5-speed manual gearbox, super stiff clutch. It feels like a race car, it sounds like a race car, it drives like a race car. To complement that, the interior was completely redone, and that also feels very period correct. It's wrapped in suede, very minimal instrumentation, like very typical Porsche with some red LED lighting that really accents it well. And there's even a cheat sheet because the interior components are a series of toggle switches that have no labels. So you don't want to turn off your fuel pump when you're going full throat and you're trying to turn on your heated seats. So we have a little cheat sheet in the interior as well. Now for me, I'm 6 feet tall. I feel that lack of 2 inches as my hair is bouncing off the headliner and my knees are a little cramped, but I really don't care. This is such a well-executed project. It has remained true to everything that is Porsche, from the motor choice to the pinstriping, the German coat of arms, the Fuchs wheels, the brakes in front are even from a 930 Turbo 911. So everything is about as pure Porsche as possible, which I truly appreciate. That's not easy to accomplish. And I think that everybody will agree that they've never seen a 914 that looks like this, and once you drive it or hear it be driven, you'll know that no 914 ever acted or behaved like this. Now, it's a totally mean, blacked out 914, and I love it to death. So, if you like this video, give us a like, subscribe to our channel, or comment below if you want to find out a little bit more about this 914 Frankenstein that I love so much. We're going to continue to do these series of videos. So again, be sure to subscribe, Thanks for watching, and as always, have fun in your garage.